I fought Larry Holmes twice, and Mike Tyson hit me harder than anyone, but Heecules was my strongest opponent. James Bone Crusher Smith shared the ring with a number of top heavyweights in the 1980s and 1990s. The former WBA heavyweight world champion lost his professional debut before rebuilding into a solid contender. Smith famously handed Frank Bruno his first defeat in 1984. He then lost to Larry Holmes in an IBF World Title Challenge, his next fight, and bizarrely concluded his career by rematching Holmes 15 years later. In between, he twice fought him with a spoon, becoming champion in the rematch, and was beaten by the likes of Tony Tubbs and Donovan Razor Ruddock. Of course though, the main name that stands out on his record alongside Holmes is the legendary Mike Tyson. Smith told Ring magazine, "I was suing Don King because he had promised me a world title fight. I was old, so I was tired of waiting. He called me up to settle the lawsuit and gave me 7 days' notice to rematch with a spoon for the WBA belt. The very first punch I hit him with, he was hurt. I just followed up and took him out with about 30 seconds left in the first round." This victory took Smith into the Tyson fight, which was a unification bout at the time. It was Iron Mike who left with both belts, and he also left a strong impression on his opponent, who valiantly went the distance. Asked to name the fighter he faced with the best hand speed, Smith said, "Tony Tubbs had real good hand speed. He was real fast. But Tyson had good hand speed as well. They were different fighters. Tubbs was more of a boxer. Tyson was more of a puncher. I'd probably pick Tyson." And when quizzed over who hit him hardest, he answered, "Tyson. He knew the anatomy and where to hit a person. He knew the soft spots, like solar plexus. He knew the pressure points of a body. The next day, I was sore and it hurt." Regarding his strongest opponent though, Smith gave a surprising answer, picking Mike Weaver, who he fought twice. "They called him Heecules, but I stopped him in the first round." Smith said, "The guys I was fearful of, I jumped on them and tried to take them out quick. He was very strong, and I was leery of Weaver. I went 12 rounds with him in the rematch." On the whole though, Smith is in no doubt that Holmes was the best fighter he shared the ring with. He had a real good jab. It was hard and strong. He was tall. He was big and he was quick with that jab. He learned from Muhammad Ali, real good jab. Larry was champion for 6 or 7 years. He learned from Muhammad Ali. He had good head movement. He was just experienced. He fought a lot of top guys. He was smart and very knowledgeable about boxing. Several guys got him in trouble, and he was able to come back and beat them.